All right, let's continue. I stop on that line here. Do you have to undress in gym in the locker room? That raises a lots of questions. Obviously, what he wants to ask is, you've seen some of your friends undress. Did you look at their boobs? Did you look at their, like, did you think, wow, she has a nice hips? I don't know. And that raises a bigger question. Forget Dustin. Fuck him. He's a fucking pedo. We don't care. Because I didn't have to undress like in gym. And even when I go to the gym today, I don't undress in the locker room. Like I take a cabin. But there are some schools that do that. Like with common showers. I don't really see a problem with it. But there are some kids that are really, really, really shy about it. Like about their body. And I was kind of shy growing up about my body too. And he says, some make you. You think it's okay? You think it's okay for a school to make a kid undress in the locker room? Like in front of everyone? I don't think it is. I think it's wrong. I don't know if it happens. I know in some sport team, like let's say you play hockey professionally, you kind of have to because you're a team, and after you play, you all undress and walk naked. And I guess it's people of your own gender, so it's not as bad as if you were in front of random people of the opposite gender. But again, when I go to the gym, and I have my group, I go with them to the gym, I never undress in front of them. But some of them do undress in front of me. Some of them don't care. I'm guessing it varies on the person, you know. But that's an interesting question. Like if I was in charge of the school, I wonder if the school can get sued for that. Like if you really like force kids, like no, you have to undress in the locker room. I wonder. Maybe I'm seeing that too far, but like I know in Europe they don't even ask a question. They don't care. They don't care. But it depends on the way you were brought up, and many factors actually. Like, for example, some kids have surgeries and they don't want to show scars and all that. Anyway, it's an interesting question. He says some make you undress in the locker room. I think if the person doesn't want to, you should respect that. Like if you force them to undress, that's kind of an assault on the person. That here we don't have that issue in Canada. It doesn't happen. Like if a school made that, the school would be destroyed immediately. Probably in the US too. I don't know. But that's an interesting question on the children, sexual development of children. It's not the most interesting question of all time, I guess. Okay. Understand this, that say we are at mall and a slutty girl walks by half naked. Yes, I will look, but everyone does. Harry does too. Is that Harry from One Direction or Harry from Harry Potter? I hope it's Harry Potter. Like, I hope it's not One Direction. Harry. To listen to my mom or Harry or my dad. Who's Harry? My stepdad. I thought it was Harry Potter. Okay, it's his stepdad. Okay. And he says, your stepdad does look at half-naked slutty girls. This is just weird. Just drop the act already. And then she says, why do girls do that? I don't know. Okay. It's a man thing. Well, not really. Okay. Okay, baby, I love you always. Very perverted discussion here. And that's kind of an intimate question, you know. Like if you start asking that kind of question to someone, it's just spooky. Okay, it's like it's stalking. Like now he wants to know. You know, you can ask like again. You look at your friends undressed. What did you think? Do you look like, oh, she has nice boob? Blah blah blah. I don't know. It brings a whole aspect of. I'm gonna show you the extract. It brings a whole aspect of human sexual development. Like some kids were forced to do that like a long time ago. And I know for a fact some were traumatized, and some ended up with mental illness, or they could never develop a relationship with women. Like there are plenty of girls, like some of my friends. One of my friends turned into lesbian. She's not a lesbian. She's attracted to men. It's not like I'm criticizing homosexuals, but she's definitely not lesbian. Like she has relationships. She wants to be with men and all, but she cannot be with a man sexually because she was sexually assaulted. And you know, every time she starts to get serious with a man, she starts to cry. But she still has some sexual needs, you know. So she ended up with a woman, and that's okay. And she has sex with a woman, and she can get orgasm, and that's how she lives. But that's the kind of traumatism you can have, and everyone gets traumatized by different things, you know. Some people watch pornography and get traumatized from it. Like accidentally, they're gonna see something on some hardcore porn, and they're going to be traumatized by it. But if that happens to people, some people can be traumatized by that, and that's not necessarily that's not at all because they're weak or whatever. It's just the way they are. Like I think we should really respect everyone's difference, like the way they think. Anyway, now he goes on. Did you find this? Did you send me the mail? Like he's really obsessed with. Like shut up. Did you mail what you were supposed to? Like fuck, and she knows the sting operation is in 3 days. And I have to say one more thing before I go. I'm going to finish my 3 days. The investigation is in 3 days, so she could very well say, yeah, I sent it on the 17th, but that might reduce the chances he shows up. And as much as I want to hate, like, not to hate, but as much as I want to criticize the teacher, she still got 1 man to show up at the Kentucky sting. Only 7 showed up. So she's responsible for 1/7 of all the bust for that operation, and that's amazing. That's amazing. And she's actually pretty good. I'm going to be a bit controversial here, but in my opinion, she's better than... it's hard to say because it's not the same Predator. But the way she acts, the way she replies, and the way she managed the responses, she's better than Sherry Twist. Again, it's hard to say. The chat log is not as long, it's not as complicated, and it's not over a long period of time like Sherry Twist. Sherry Twist is like twice as long, just in terms of how many days, but it's like 10 times as long in terms of... how much shot. So it's very different, but the way she does it, she's excellent. I would say she's one of the best. She's one of the best decoy. Did you put them in the Ziploc bag? Yeah, cool. What color are they? When a pervert asks that question, there's only one good answer. Yeah, white. I don't know why pedos like white underwear. I'll be honest, I don't really like white underwears on a girl. It's alright. It's not my favorite color. I won't tell you what my favorite color is. But pedos and Lauren was like that. I go back to Lauren, but Lauren was white underwears. I don't know why. Maybe it represents innocence, purity, something about that. You pull them between your pussy. No, forget. It's okay, baby. Actually, forget it. That decoy is very similar to Kayla. Maybe they had like some guideline, like cool, okay. But yeah, that decoy seriously is very good at what she does. And in my opinion, one of the reasons she's good is because she's a teacher, a middle school teacher, and she knows how kids interact, how kids talk and the way they think. And that's great. That's great. I'd like to know what Sherry Twist does as a job, like generally. My guess on Sherry Twist, probably some kind of social worker, maybe, sociology maybe. Or something that is more like artistic. Well, actually, Kayla, she does talk a little bit about how she doesn't like math. So I'm guessing Sherry Twist was like that. She mentioned that Kayla is not good in English. So I'm guessing that Sherry Twist is like that. Yeah, sociology makes sense. Or not psychology, but some field that has a little bit of contact with people. A human field work. Or she could be into like physics or chemistry. I don't know. But that's my guess on Sherry Twist. So let's go on. I'm just happy I have you and you'll send me such a special gift. I can't wait to kiss you for real. Sorry, my typing sucks today. Yeah, like every other day. I want you alone so we can talk dirty. I want you to call me ASAP, blah, blah. Not they talk. Turn on USA. Did you watch the wrestling like I told you to? Well, turn on USA in 10 minutes. Well, come watch with me. Wish I could. Me too. Do you like popsicle? Oh, no. Dustin. You know how you lick and suck on them? Yeah. That kiss is all you have to do to give a blowjob. And there was a commentary from another decoy worker. Forgot which one, but she says that she hated that question because she says, I hate when they ask that question. Of course, every kid knows how to eat a popsicle. And I'll be honest, that's not even how you give a blowjob. Like, I don't know about it. Like, when I eat a popsicle, I'm going to stop here, okay? I'm going to stop here. How far can you get the popsicle in your hand? And he's fucked up. He's fucked up, but he's not the same kind of perversion as Norn. It's much less psychological, it's much less demented, it's much more direct, but it's still as far-reaching, and that's interesting about Dustin. You're going to laugh if I don't do it right. No, we try to get all of it in. Then try doing the same with the hot dog. Again, some Lord shit. What the fuck is going on with Tennessee's Predator? Like, come on, what the fuck is going on in Tennessee? And I'm sure he's in Tennessee, like, I remember he was Boston. He drove 5.5 hours, like East Tennessee. Yeah, you see. So that fucker was from Tennessee. What the fuck is on with that state and fucking hot dogs? Don't feel bad. At least we are talking, and then he brings out the house, and he's not like Lauren. Lauren is He asked for a kiss first, but he's kind of playful. He's like, did you bring any condoms? Yes, I did. Dustin is much more blunt. If you could come over here, Donnie. Come here. Come here. Fucking asshole. And then Chris arrives, and Dustin doesn't even make an effort to lie like Lauren. He says, I thought you wanted to be shaved down there. You perverted piece of shit. You don't even have the decency to lie. No. Oh, what he says. I'm back. Okay, cool. You will have to take the panties out of the bag and put a different pair in the bag when you get stamps. Because they won't have your smell no more, and your mom may find it. But they would have lost their smell in the mail, dude. How would you explain that to her? Imagine you have a daughter, a 13-year-old daughter, and you find that she put some of her panties in the Ziploc. Oh, and I can just imagine Dustin opening the Ziploc and being like, oh, I'm gonna puke. Oh. But I can just imagine Dustin, seriously. Like, imagine you have a daughter and you find panties in a Ziploc. What are you going to say about it? I think I would rather find drugs. Like, if I have a daughter, I would rather find drugs in a Ziploc than underwears in a Ziploc. Like, that is so fucked up. I would rather have her, like, smoke marijuana than chat with Dustin. If I had to choose, you gotta stay out of trouble and get good grades so she don't take you away from the net. Then maybe in a few months, that's a hint that your decoy is, that your girlfriend is too young if you're an adult. And maybe in a few months she would notice that I am good for you. Yeah, fucking asshole. Like, hey, I'm 26 and I'm dating your girl that is 13, but she has good grades and I'm good to her, so that makes it okay, right? Can you have a gun in Kentucky? Because if that happened to me, if I had a 13-year-old daughter and I see that guy coming and he says that, like, oh, I've been good for her, okay? And she has good grades in school, so that's okay. I would get my gun and shoot Dustin. And I would go to jail afterwards, and I would say no regret. I don't even care, like, if I get, like, murdered in jail. Like, fuck that guy. Yeah, I want you to have good grades and go to college. I sound too much like her. Yeah, a little. She's been so grumpy. Again, that's kind of like Kayla when she says, my parents are yelling. We got get grumpy, blah, blah, blah. Because it's our anniversary is Saturday and she thinks Harry's not doing nothing for it. Yeah, he's going to take her to Nashville. He's going to take her to see Uncle Lorne. Will you get a bad girl for me? Yeah, if you want me to. Again, like Kayla, but that's a common like catchphrase, I guess. One day it will be for real. Just eating dinner. I'm easy to please. I drink Coke sometimes. I drink it whenever my mom's let me. That is kind of sad. Harry lets me have it more though. Please, people, if you have kids, don't do that to your kids. Like, don't go like, nope, you're not drinking Coke. If your kids want to drink Coke, let them drink it, okay? The more you forbid them from doing it, the more they're going to do it later. If they want to drink 2 fucking liters of Coke, let them do it. And they're going to do it 1 or twice, and then they won't do it again. If they want it, let them do it. It ain't nothing good for you. All the preservative and crap we have in food. Well, I guess if Dustin actually ends up like with too much preservative in his system and he dies, I guess it's not a big loss. I'm not saying that because he has cerebral palsy. I'm saying that because he's a fucking pedo. And I hate that. Like I was talking about my asshole uncle. Actually, he's not an uncle. He's not a cousin. He's like a cousin, but older. Like, he's like the husband to my father's sister, which is younger. So I don't know how you say that in English. But he's such an asshole with everyone. And actually, his wife passed away very, very young. She was like 30 when he passed away from cancer. And he kept coming to the family party and just to be an asshole. And nobody's going to tell her, actually, that nobody's gonna tell him like, stop doing that shit, bro. You're pissing people off. Anyway, have you been out lately? What do you mean? To Walmart or the mall? No. Okay. Are you watching your sis Saturday? No, she's going to Nana's. Cool. So they are letting you stay at the home alone. What time are they leaving? In the morning. Blah blah. Now they talk. I can't wait to eat your pussy. I think that'd be awesome. Then eat your ass after we fuck and prepare you for anal sex. It's not gonna hurt, right? What? No, because I'll be slow and slowly stretch your open to take my cock. This is fucking gross. A 13-year-old girl. Like, honestly, at this point, it's starting to be more graphic than Lauren. It's less disgusting. It's less sickening than Lauren because Lauren really wanted to train Kayla, to train her into a sex slave. This guy is much more direct and blunt, but it's starting to be more graphic now. Your pussy will hurt at first when I stick my dick in it. Yeah, well, only a little. Then it feel good, right? You said. Yeah, your pussy is made to accept it. Your ass don't form to a dick as easy. Yeah, they're 5 to 10 minutes. Ah, but you know dicks come in many shapes and size. I'm 5 6 inches long. Oh, I don't want to know that. I'm gonna skip. Okay, you have $35. Do you go to eat out or do you go for $30 in groceries and cook home? Go home and cook, right? Or he's talking about his ex-girlfriend. He still saying like, come on, dude, you're no longer with her. Stop talking about her. Like, she's gone. Stop bitching about her. Well, that was one trick question. You can eat more time off the for money if you don't go to the if you go to the grocery store. Sometimes you have to think things through. Okay. Do you have any sexy clothes? Any shirts that show your chest and belly? Strapless. Fucking pervert. I hate you, Dustin. Then they talk. I miss you. They talk. They talk. They talk. I want you. I belong. I want to fuck you really hard first time. Well, it hurt lots. Yes. Fucking asshole. Fucking idiot. Now he shows his true color, and now I hate him. I think I'm starting to hate him more than Lauren. Have you ever drawn oucho? I mean alcohol. I want you to sell me that you belong to me. I want you to say I belong to you, Dustin. And now she writes it. I belong to you, Dustin. I want to hear that on the phone. Okay, when can I call? I will see you. Fucking asshole. This guy is like the mirror of Lauren, like a twisted version, a twisted, crazy version of Lauren. And he's using his handicap to. And you know, on the official show, she says, at first I felt a little bit bad for him, but then he's like everyone else. He wants to have sex with a little girl. When you read the chat log, holy fucking hell. This is a fucked up person. A fucking child rapist. Fuck that guy. Of course, he's not as funny as Lauren because there's no epic lawsuit. There's no quad. There's no crying and all. But then you read the chat log like, I want to fuck you hard the first time. It will hurt a lot. Holy fucking hell. Fucking asshole. Fucking rapist. Piece of shit. Honestly, when let's say you're at the prison and you see him arriving at the prison with his cane and you feel bad for him, and then the officer hands you a copy of the chat log, you read the chat log, fuck that guy, fuck Dustin. Wow. I'm shocked, right? I didn't know that about Dustin. He seems a bit, when he talked to Chris, he seems suave, suave, I guess. He seems so calm and he seems like there's no big deal, like, oh, I thought she wanted to be shaved. I wouldn't do anything against her will, sir. Now you read that. This guy is a Lauren. He's one of the worst predator on the list. Like, he's one of the fucking most perverted pieces of shit. Take your money, blah, they talk, and they talk about her address, but more about that later. Nice house, and then he comes up. I love you and want to see you. Talk to you later. And that wasn't on October 20. So Lauren had been sitting in jail at that moment for 2 days because he got busted on October 18th. So he got busted. Let me check the time. That was a Sunday, right? No, it was a Saturday. October 2007, it was a Saturday. But Lauren, he gets busted. I'm sure of it. He got busted on a Thursday. So I guess Lauren was one of the few guys, the first guy to show up. Yeah, he get busted October 18th, but I thought it was really 2007 October. Wow, Lauren gets busted on a Thursday, so it was a 3 days thing operation. Crazy. It must have been long, like with one guy showing up every day, like 2 guys a day on average. Like wow, so he was one of the Saturday guys. Interesting. So that's Dustin. Fuck this guy. Fucking demented chat. This is the kind of guy, like I said, like the asshole, I guess uncle. I guess that's how you say it. The asshole uncle, and he uses his handicap to get pity from people, but he's just a big asshole. And there are many people that are not handicapped or physically challenged, I should say. There are many people that are not handicapped and they're still assholes. This guy is a true fucking piece of shit. Fuck him. What happened faster? Unwrap is where they show how food products are made. Oh, cool, never heard of it. And Fastlane was an awesome cop racing TV show. Oh, on Food Network. Cool, what's yours? Ghost Whisper and Ghost Hunter and Hunting and Charm. Oh, Supernatural. I'm not big or Ghost Hunter. I like the rest though. Good, that all your new prison pals how much you love Charm. I think we have that show. I think I watched the show. Is it like with the cute girl? She's like a witch. No, it's not the show I thought it was. A group of sisters discovered they are... Actually, it is, yeah. They're on Good Variety. Oh, they say you can tell your prison pal how much you love Charm. Showed up, he got to talk, a bunch of cop and admitted that he wasn't the first time he ever talked to a 14-year-old girl. And I guess Chris was asking him, like, is that the first time you hit on teen? And then he says, honestly, sir, no. I guess Chris was surprised, like, what? Why would you admit that, like, to someone? Like, no, I chat with teenagers before. Why would somebody admit that, like, to anyone? Wow. In his interview, admitted talking to another girl who was 14 and he apologized to the girl and her parents when they found out about him. Did he learn his lesson? Nope. Like so many pedophiles, Dr. McPhetridge contacted my 13-year-old person on September 30. Talked for a month. Actually, for a month. Well, about a month. It's not a true month. It's 20 days. 5 years in prison. Good. Thank Kentucky State. Thank you, Sadna Frudich. She's the one that made the verification, same as Lauren. So she was the official verifier here. And she probably did the same voice. So Laura and Kayla are the same. Let's one last thing we gotta do about Dustin. Let's see what he looks like today. McPhetridge. Even his name is weird. It's not as weird as Lorne as a first name, but oh, he's not there. McPhetridge, Dustin McPhetridge. That's how you write his name, right? Dustin. Yeah, it's Dustin McPhetridge. That's him. There's two actually. There's that one here, which is who he is, and 2260. I guess they don't have a more recent picture. Oh, is he still in jail? No way. He must have been let out by now. It's been like 8 years. Maybe that's the same one. Maybe they got two. Yeah, they probably got two. That's his jail picture. Yeah, that's the most recent one. He looks young. He looks young. When was that picture taken? So he lives in Tennessee. So let's try to get the more recent picture. Tennessee. Like, I wish everyone on that list was talking about hot dogs. Like, this is fucked up. You gotta admit, like, of 7 guys that showed up, 2 that we know of were into a hot dog. Okay, last name McPhetridge. Nope, same pictures. I guess that Family Watchdog is really efficient. You have all the information about him. Not gonna show it. Status active, classification sexual, unlawful transaction with a minor under 16, first degree. Yeah, he did deserve first degree. Fuck that guy. And that's a recent picture of him. He looks so young. He's actually like 33 today. He's actually 35 and he looks like he's 25. I guess he's well preserved. And maybe that's an advantage of his illness. I don't know. He has 2 address. Okay, let's look at his employer. He has no employer. Okay, he's still on social disability. Oh, wrong guy. Fucking. But he's still on social disability, so he still costs taxpayers money. Well, that's about it from Dustin. I just want to see one last thing. I want to see the other person, the other pervert that Mary Rosso busted. And actually, he has a really high slimy. I'm not sure why he's so low on the list. Maybe people are sympathetic to him because he's disabled. This is one of the top, like 4.6. If you look at the rankings, 4.6. The best one is 4.68. And that's 4.88. Okay, he's not amongst the top, but almost. He's like 31, like 30. Yeah. And I want to see the conviction that Mary Rosso has. Sometimes these things make you doubt evolution exists. Damon Thomas very much earned his jail sentence. She thought he was speaking to a young girl with a broken leg. But fortunately, he was talking to one of us. And due to that, plus his arrival at our Michigan sting operation earlier this year, Damon Thomas is not in jail. 18-month Receive a sentence between 18 months to 20 years. Like, is that like a wheel that you spin? Like, oh god, I got 18 months, yes, and like you get 20 years, you're like, no. He's a groomer. Wanted to win my girl over compliment. Becomes different. Blah blah blah. Here I'm not supposed to say what I want about the chat. I've been struggling to put my thought together for a few days. I'm still not sure what to say other than in reality he was talking to me an adult instead of a real kid. He wasn't the worst. He was the worst I've dealt with so far. A predator, a groomer. We get a mere 8 minutes into the conversation. One simple word, baby. A small four-letter word that is meant to make a girl feel more grown up and special. Very well said. I like Mary Rosso. Predators like him are actively searching the net to take advantages of young kids for their own purpose. Tammy could easily be your daughter, niece, sister. That I don't like. The way she's trying to scare people. Like, everybody can be a predator. Like, that's very American. That's the way I say America. Like, oh, everybody is out to get me. Know what your kids are doing online. Keep the computer easily accessible public place. Know their password. Fucking bitch. Don't be so controlling with your kids, okay? That is weird, okay? Just even in 2008, that was weird. Like, know your kid's password. That is such an invasion of privacy. Like, you go check their emails, you go check their chat. Dude, they have a right to have their own private life. There are some things that your kids don't want to tell their parents. Know their friend, okay? Talk to your child, okay? Make rules, okay? It isn't an invasion of privacy to walk into the room while your child's on the net to make a quick visual check of one on their screen. Debatable, maybe. What if she's telling she's talking about something really, really, really personal to her best friend? You just peek in. No, I don't agree with you. It's a bit too much. I don't like that approach, Mary Rosso. I admire your work, but here you're going into the overbearing mother. Tell me what you think about that, by the way. These predators are not on the street, through the internet. They have a free pass into your realm. That's fear-mongering. Fuck off. Seriously, now I get what she's saying, but this is too much. This is too much. Oh, they're already in your house. It's a bit trying to scare people. I liked it when Chris did it because Chris wanted to sell books. How to protect your kids from the enemy already in your house. That's the book he had. Okay, you wanted to sell a book, like protecting your kids from online enemies already in your house. That's the book. The enemies are already in your house. You see? But that was okay because he wanted to sell stuff. And his book really sucked, by the way. Don't read it. But buy it to support him. But, okay, never mind. Let's go on. That's fear-mongering. It's not effective. It's completely useless, in my opinion. It's such an invasion. There's a limit. You get overbearing and you just spy on your child and you sneak on them. That's just stupid. But anyway, pretty interesting. I didn't know that about Dustin. I hope you enjoyed that short analysis of Dustin. Have a good night, everyone.